Hey guys, Bushcraft412 here. Wanted to give kind of a quick update on my vintage knife collection. I only did one video, and I picked up a few new knives and just wanted to show them off to you guys. It's a lot of fun collecting these old knives, and well, actually I'm getting ready to go. I'm going on vacation in Maine for a couple of weeks, and I'm leaving in the morning. I just wanted to put out a couple videos I've been meaning to put out before I go, so this is one of them. Now, I did a video before and I showed you a couple of knives I had. Like this old TL29 electrician's knife, and this old camillus camp knife, and another little camillus knife, and a bunch of others. Since then, I showed this as well, the camillus military issue knife. I actually picked up a second one of them. So now I have two of them, a 1973 and a 1978. So I showed you the 73 in the previous video, but so now we have two of them. I love them. They're absolutely awesome. I do want to buy one of the modern Ontario ones, but 43 bucks, you know, I'm just kind of, you know, with this vacation and everything, money's a little tight, and it's going to have to probably wait till afterwards. Here is an interesting little knife I picked up. Very cheap. And this one is interesting because it's not a fake, but it's a camillus, but it has a camillus stamp on it. It says product of Poland, and I thought maybe this was a military issue, and I was wrong, you know, but when I bought it I figured, ooh, I know, you know, camillus did sell a lot overseas, maybe it was military issue, so I picked it up. It was like $2, so I didn't really, you know, break the bank on it. But it turns out, after doing some research, this is actually a inferior European-made product that Camillus imported and sold here in America under the Camco line. They would use the Camco name for some of their kind of lower-end things that they sold that they didn't want to put Camillus on. So this is one of them. It was made, you know, 1970s, I think maybe like 76 or so, and imported. I didn't know. I bought it. You know, you get those opportunities sometimes. You just buy things, and it's alright because it is a 1970s era knife, so it is kind of vintage, and you know, it was made in Europe, so neat thing. You know, it's kind of your standard, almost like kind of Swiss Army style knife. It's got the can opener, bottle opener, corkscrew. You know, they're made of cheap stainless steel, but nothing to write home about, but it was a neat purchase. And plus, you know, it is kind of part of the Camillus collection now. We're going to skip this little guy and go to this one, because I love this knife. This is my baby. This is an Imperial. It's a jet jackknife, which they have, it actually says on the, we'll show you that the right way, on the ship. There, it says jet jackknife. This one's in a little bit of rough shape, but I'm going to try and find another one of these. I see them pop up on eBay here and there. I like them just because, being I was an astronomy minor in college, I just find the ship to be kind of neat, and just neat subject matter. And it's an Imperial, which they made knives out of Rhode Island for many, many years. And this one, the tang stamp says, if we can get this to focus, Camco USA. From the research I've gathered, this is probably made in the 30s, 1930s era, maybe 40s. But terrific shape for how old this guy is. Very cool knife. You know, it's not worth a ton. I think I might have paid like $5 for it. But man, I love this little knife, and I want to get I would love to get one of these in better shape. So I've been keeping an eye on like eBay and places like that sell things like this, and I'm hoping to get another one, because I really love the subject. I love that little rocket ship on it. You know, it's just a neat little item. I'm sure back in the day this was marketed towards kids, and you know, believe it or not, there was a time in America when we actually did market pocket knives towards children, and you know, times have changed. You know, of course, America's gone into the gutter, and you know, a pocket knife's not a pocket knife. You know, when I was a kid, everyone carried a pocket knife. I grew up in the country, and it was normal operating procedure for pretty much every kid to have a pocket knife. No one ever got stabbed. No one ever got threatened with them. They were a tool. They weren't a weapon. And times have changed, but it just kind of shows you that a long time ago, you know, 70 years ago, people used to still see the pocket knife as a tool, and they would market it towards kids. So very neat little piece of history here. Can't wait to find one in better shape. This little guy I picked up at a yard sale, and I cannot find any info on this knife whatsoever. I believe it to be Italian, but I bought it because I do like just that nice intricate work on it, and it's in great shape. The stamp, of course, just has a T. A circled T. It may not be a T, it may be some kind of a smiley face. It's tough to tell. And then it says Luna on it. On the back it says Italy stainless. But very cool little knife. Got a couple interesting little files on it. Not what you normally see. Thought it was really cool. Picked it up. I spent a little bit more on this than what I would normally spend on a vintage knife. I think I spent like 10 or 12 bucks. But got a pair of scissors and everything. But I thought it was really cool. I really liked how ornate it was. And being it is Italian, if any of you guys out there are vintage knife collectors and you do know anything about that knife, I would love to hear more about it. Because I just can't find anything online about this knife company called Luna. If that's even the knife company, that could be, who knows what it is, but I just thought it was really cool. Picked it up and just wanted to show you guys the new additions. And then I'm still out there kind of doing this and picking these up when I see them, so very cool. And I tell you what, guys, if you are someone who appreciates knives, I highly recommend you start picking these things up, because these things are just going to kind of disappear if there aren't people out there collecting them. And collecting old knives is not a big thing. There's not a lot of people doing it, and it's a great hobby. It's cheap. You know, most of these knives you can get from like $5 to $10, and sometimes even cheaper if you find them at yard sales and things like that. Great hobby, great way to get your kids or teenagers into knives, especially things like, you know, like these older pocket knives and whatnot. Teach them to appreciate things that are older, you know, and not only that, but I love buying up, you know, the American made, those old American made products that were made in America, you know, proudly made in America. And I just want to keep them, have, you know, things that I can hand down to my kids. And great little hobby. And this is my update on it, and hope you enjoyed. And if you guys got any info on any of these knives, I'd love to hear it.